Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we're going to talk about my player females in the park, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, as like of the video push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your noti game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, so first and foremost, 2K25, right? Should there be female my players in the park? And my answer is yes, 100% there should be female players in the park. And you know, I know it's been a long time overdue. NBA Live did that back in 2K19, right? I'm sorry, NBA Live 19. They were able to put female players in the park, and I felt like it was new, it was refreshing, it was something that a lot of people enjoyed. I know I enjoyed it. The way that they did it, it made sense. You know, it's just a player model. They didn't care about anything, right? You know, female players were slashers. They could dunk, you know, anything else. It was just a skin, right? And I think at the end of the day, that's how 2K should look at it. But first, let's just talk about a few things that I know for a fact, which is fact, okay? And fact number one is that we already have female my players in NBA 2K. It's in the W mode, okay? Now, the W mode is actually not a bad mode. And they have a lot of things all thrown together. It's like My Career, or I guess you can say My NBA, put in together with Park, because you can do the 3v3. So they kind of put the W as its own separate entity, right? Kind of like how the NBA does with WNBA in real life. You know, like they're two different leagues. I don't know if that's necessarily been a success though. Listen, I'm on the outside looking in. I do not know the numbers, but I know myself, I have never played the W. The only time I played the W is when they had the glitch, where I wouldn't even say it's a glitch. I think it was just you could simulate a couple seasons and then be able to get all the jump shot animations. That's the only time I went into the W. I went in there, picked a team, made a player, simulated like 2 or 3 seasons, and then had all the jump shot releases. And that was it. So I feel like if we are doing a big push, I know like for season 8, you know, Sabrina was the season 8, I guess you can say player or ambassador for season 8. And then of course you have Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, how polarizing they've been recently for the WNBA and just basketball in general. So I think that this is a perfect opportunity for 2K to take advantage of the momentum with females and just new eyes on the game from even males that are like myself. I didn't watch the WNBA until Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark started becoming a polarizing figures in our country. So to me, I feel like this is a perfect opportunity to take advantage of that. Now, another thing would be this, you know, why is there such a distinct separation between the two? Now, we know that 2K has to make a simulated game. I don't know how far that has to go when it comes to, you know, female players being able to get, you know, contact dunks and dunking on people and that type of deal. I don't know if that's their own separate entity, but when you look at the W, that's what they do that in the W. Like you can dunk, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you can. I'm not sure. Maybe you can. I don't know. But to me, that could potentially be the thing that holds them want to put in the park, because again, if you can only make female players and you know they don't have them dunking, then of course I think a lot of people is going to stray away from that. But I'm pretty sure NBA Live might have something similar to 2K, right? Simulated game, and they were able to do it. So I don't think that's necessarily the case, okay? I don't think that's the case. And to be honest with you, I'm not about to go down that rabbit hole and just make these crazy assumptions of why females aren't in the park. Only thing I can say that probably is the most obvious is just the simple fact that, you know, 2K themselves are just trying to make just a distinction just between the men's side and the women's side. That's the safest answer I can give as far as that, okay? But here's another thing though, all right? And I think that this is something that is obvious. It's just the differences in height, okay? So I think right now Brittany Griner might be the tallest player in the WNBA, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't Brittany, then maybe Liz Cam, but I think she got kicked out of the league or something like that, right? I think she plays in Australia now. I think it's like Liz Cambadge or Cambadge, or I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, but I remember her, she was tall. But I think Brittany Griner is the tallest, and she's like 6'9". So does that mean that, you know, the only tall, like the player models, should they only be, you know, 6'9" and under? Like, how realistic are you trying to be with this? You know, or how, you know, arcadey and that we're trying to go with it, because this is keep it a stack. You know, on the My Player Builder, you know, we're doing things that, you know, NBA players, the great NBA players can do. But you're talking about, like, in the WNBA, the greatest player you can say is but Maya Moore. I think, you know, my humble opinion, I think she's the best WNBA player that we've ever had. She could dunk, but it was like rare, far and few. But in my humble opinion, I feel like there should be no differential between male, female My Players. If you want to make a female player and have her 7'3", I think that's the tallest you can go, then make a female player 7'3". You know, you want to make a 6'6" and have her be able to do what Michael Jordan can do, I think that should be the case. Now, I know that's going to be, a lot of people are going to have pushback on that, but at the end of the day, it's a video game. And if you want female players to play, I think it would be more backlash if you have female player builder that limits the females, and, you know, they can't dunk, they don't have as much speed. I mean, yes, of course, men are bigger, faster, stronger, but again, going back to NBA Live, there was no way to differentiate that. You can make a female player, she could do it all. So I think that, in my humble opinion, for 2K25, that's the direction we should go. We should be able to allow female players in the park, take advantage of the momentum that the WNBA has and women basketball has, all the new women and men that are watching basketball, and then even creators like myself that is excited to be able to make female basketball players. It just helps with new storylines. It just helps with new content creation. It's just something new and refreshing, and not to have it in a separate mode like the W. Go ahead and integrate it ASAP for 2K25. So let me know in the comment section how you feel. I definitely feel that, in my humble opinion, that we will be having female players in the park in 2K25, right? But I'm interested to see what y'all say. Let me know in the comment section. Other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon with the banger, man. You know, when I say back soon with the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.